going to happen.
We'll get it. We'll get it for you guys.
I believe in you, bud.
But Nosh,
ooh, and a good shot there with that silence AR. There goes the boogie. Does it connect with anyone? It gets another. Yes, he's going to be dancing the night away. 154 blue. And the player outside of the storm will be eating a lot of damage. Feeling a world of hurt here, Sundown.
Indeed, feeling a world of hurt as we are now just into the top 10 as Jake from State Farm does get picked up by
Hopefully insurance covers that.
I know wasn't wearing his khakis today, unfortunately, as Ops is able to pick up the conversion there. So they're sitting on 5 eliminations. Webby gets Timber. 17 players remaining, 9 duos. So only 1 solo rider out there right now. Otherwise, everyone has a buddy. As I say, that Timber goes down. So 2 solo riders hanging out. But this is going to be a real dense circle as Circle 7 closes in 15 seconds. Ops going down there. 15 players left as Webby gets knocked as well.
Well done there from Chung. Connects with the rocket, but the player's going to be right next, so that's Nosh, our elimination leader. Goodbye. Out of the lobby he goes, but that was a great game from Nosh, and Myth actually picks up one of his own. That's a double for Myth there. We saw that one happen off screen. We got a few more players left in this. I wonder where Reverse, okay, so here's Ninja and Reverse. Just as I say that, they show it. Reverse in that baller as well as Ninja just building out. There's a player near him. He's waiting around.
Yeah, and Reverse did just take a little bit of damage there. Shield's getting cracked through. They are sitting on 5 elips. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this late game. But right now, it's looking very effective. Owning all of the walls, recycling materials, looking for shots right now. It'll be interesting to see if Ninja can find the player rotating. Great shot coming through. Crack that shield up, but Chaotic able to pick up Tempo Storm's brush there as we move closer and closer to the top 5. Says Lucky trades back out onto Chibi, but now Ninja trying to find the wall pace, trying to pressure on this player as the Storm is at his back.
Oh, you got to get through. You got to get through, buddy. Yep. And there you go. Ninja connects there with the pump, but oh no, Ninja has to get back into the safe zone as quickly as possible. Drops down low and will be okay, but this is a risky spot to be in here. We'll just build around and hold himself up here. Reverse does take out Sizz Lucky as well.
And we're inside the top 5 as Poppin picks up Chung QT. Reverse does go down, so it is all going to be onto Ninja. Myth picks that one up. Is a 2v1v1.
Myth versus Ninja?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Myth versus Ninja? Oh no! This? But Ninja, he's going to go down the thing. One shot! He won't be able to stay alive, and Poppin picks up the elimination. 1 player left in this game. This could be Myth and Poppin's to win here.
Oh, but the angle!
Going to be above him, and that's Platypus. Platypus is above him. Poppin tries to go out into the safe zone. Will he be able to get there in time? Platypus doesn't have the shields, but Poppin has that life lead advantage. We'll try to just turtle up here, try and get above him. Oh, he's going to chunk him for the damage, but does he get back in? Yes, he gets back into the safe zone now. 2 HP left for Platypus, and if this goes down to health, Poppin's going to win, and Poppin and Myth take the victory. Royale and 7 eliminations to boot. That's the game, but boy, what an end that was.
Wow. Just absolutely incredible. Very well played from Ninja to get through to the backside and get his shot. He actually had an incredible hit. Yeah, that's what we talked about with the natural structures. It's difficult to rotate through because sometimes there's those weird areas where you aren't able to build because the structure does occupy the actual part of the square. You can't go through it. But secondary, they have a lot of HP, so trying to knock through them is very loud and it's difficult. It puts more pressure on you. As these players are, it's a mad rush on the low ground.
That's right. It is crazy down here. Absolute scramble. 5 eliminations for Myth and Poppin, but Myth is going to go down. Where's Poppin? Where's his teammate? Myth at this point, he's basically going to be out of this one, and Myth, Poppin, goodbye. Dark Lizard gets the elimination, but will be outside and needs to just run right back in as soon as he possibly can, and will utilize that launch pad to get into the action, but it will be all for naught as Sean will get the better of him there. Then he got Flexi up above, J-Truth down low, Monster here, the recent pickup for EG, but they're going to be struggling to get back into the safe zone, and Monster and J-Truth are going to be out of this game. We have 3 duos left, 4 players remaining, which means it's going to be a 2v1v1, and Neverbolt does not have his teammate dodge, but he has that flintlock. Oh, he's going to go up above them. I love the flintlock play. The flintlock is so nasty when you're able to go outside of the storm and then just pop yourself right back up. But Bolt's got to get to the safe area. 4 HP, and he won't be able to stay alive. Sizz Lucky will win the game. That Flint knock play was very nice, but it just wasn't enough, and that will be a wrap on that game.
Demo and Bizzle now utilizing those ballers.
Dopey as well.
Dopey holding the high ground. You see Cloak and Tfue turtling around the side. You have A-Dolphin and Mars there as well. Chaotic just behind them. Edgy and Ghoul have also rotated away as Vincenzo and Bucky and Tubby W all picking up Elims. Tfue now looking to convert. See him utilizing the stinks so well. The force opponent's out. Willie can find the conversion though.
Oh, he did not. That player managed to get out of there, but I don't think they managed to get out of there alive. But follows up with the elimination on Jack. That was one of the players that got away earlier on. There's a geyser there too that they could use to rotate if they need to. Bizzle's going to be out of the action here as well. Tfue's going to go up to the sky. Look at Cloak. Cloak, he basically, you can breathe on him and he's going to be out of this game. Dopey and Tubby are going to be up above. And they're just, there you go. That's the down on Tfue. They own this high ground. Anyone who tries to get above them will pay dearly with their lives here. Ghoul will clean up Tfue. You got Bucky still in this one, as well as Edgy. Oh, no, excuse me. Edgy is out of this, as well as Cloak.
And we're into the top 5 now.
Now we're in this top 5 situation, Sundown. 4 duos remain, 7 players left in this lobby, but with the Splodes up top, the control in the lobby, this is looking really good for Dopey and Tubby, who are just owning the lobby. That's an elimination on Demo. 1 player's going to be down low. Dopey searching him out. Got to get the reload on the rockets, but just raining down the fire there onto Bucky. Lavish, Bucky trying to stay alive here as Dopey and Tubby move over to the left. L.A. Walter as well as Claude up above will actually have that high ground there for a brief moment, Sundown.
Yeah, they're trying to challenge all the way up there now. As you see, Bucky and Lavish trying to work their way back up through these divots, back up through the structures, double checking, making sure they're covered right now. But you can see how they're sticking together. But right now, Tubby sitting on 11 Elims, putting that legendary RPG huge. But yeah, as you said, if they can get out and through these natural structures, they should.
No. Oh no! The rockets were coming in just as they destroyed that structure, but they managed to cover themselves right at the nick of time. But Lavish is going to get challenged, and that's Tubby who goes down, and Dopey's going to be in the mid ground. Here go more rockets in the position that Tubby and Dopey found themselves in. It's going to be a Waller and Sean Claude who own that spot. The ultimate high ground will belong to them. And Dopey, I thought that this was going to be a big game for him, and it has been so far, but maybe not going to be able to pick up that victory royale if it keeps going like this, and Sean and A-Waller own this lobby.
Yeah, he needs to clutch up, but Lavish is being pushed back. If Dopey can get in here, he will get that conversion over in a second, so we'll get the 50 HP.
Lavish too.
Yeah, he needs to find Lavish right now because A-Waller and Sean Claude, well, in a solid position, don't have a ton to force it. But Dopey has no builds, GB.
He has no builds. But he is going to have the legendary items, and he does manage to take out Lavish, but A-Waller's going to drop down and shut him down. Goodbye. Victory Royale for A-Waller and Sean Claude. Dance away, my friend. You earned that one. 5 eliminations, the Victory Royale. Zexro, very impressed with him. This could have been a very rough game for Zexro and Vinny. And Zexro had 1 HP at one point in time. But here they are in a prime position. And if they're still going in the lobby, then you know what, you got to say that they're the favorites. I don't care who's in here because these 2 guys are so good.
Yep, there's always a chance when they're in there, but you can also see Tyler 15 and Envy Lanat, the dwarf, looking back. They are on the early side of that circle, so trying to catch the rotations, and great shots coming out as Fish picks up Aragon, and we're not even into the top 15 yet. Again, duo placement thresholds, top 15, top 10, top 5, and then Victor Royale for 3, 2, 2, and 3 points for a total of 10 cumulative. So a good rotation coming out here, but in such a stacked lobby, so many players still have to go down.
Yeah, there's 1 more duo remaining before the points start to kick in. There goes Bumpa as well as Strugs. He got Happy and Slappy as well, still going.
The Happy duo of Happy and Slappy.
That's a good one. It also just sounds like a really weird kid show.
Hey man,
Do you, boo?
Yeah, that's I honestly
really
sometimes watching their gameplay, that's what it's like. It's a really, really, really good kids show as they just push through everyone and make them look like they're children playing a different game, because Slappy and Happy are absolutely nuts. But that one guy, we've talked about him a ton.
We have.
Inside the top 15, picking up Ecolo King right there, and a great conversion onto that. I mean, he's been in a ton of our casts.
Yeah, we have mentioned that one guy quite a bit. A lot of jokes as well about the name, but no joke this time. The gameplay has been pretty solid here, and that one guy continues to prove why they belong in the conversation. Look at Zextro and Vinny down low, because Vinny's going to be out of this one. So now it's going to be up to Zextro. Bumpa and Shrug still going to be fighting this one. You got Rapper as well as Brienne that are still going to be in this fight as well. There we go. 10 players, or 10 duos, apologies, remaining. 16 players left standing. Bushido, Favilla is going to pick out that one guy. Unfortunately for him, that one guy will be that one gone. And then Zextro now is going to be dealing with this fight here. The trap goes down on Tyler 15, and that is going to be a great connection with the trap. Good read on that one, just eliminating him from the lobby.
Yeah, then it re-triggers again, so he gets the siphon, but he covered himself with the ramp, double trapped the sides, and then edited the ramp back, but unfortunately was caught with brought an assault rifle to a shotgun fight. Bushido Favilla picking that one up, but now you have TJ and Boyle on ultimate high, Snood and somebody rocking barcodes against Cardigan Sweater in the middle, Bumpa and Favilla on the low ground as Boyle and TJ start to set up their angles. On your top right you have TJ, bottom right you have Bumpa, wide on the left.
Well, let's see if Cardigan Sweaters is going to be able to win this, or will it be some of the names that you know and love? I have to. Oh, now Cardigan Sweaters is out of this one. Okay, he went to the dry cleaner. That's unfortunate. Bumpa, Snood, down low. Favilla, who bodied Zextro earlier on. Well, he's going to be out of this one. And the high ground for Voyle and TJ. Bumpa and Snood doing their best to stay alive, but Snood's going to be out of here, and it's just Bumpa now by himself going up against Pyro, Voyle, and TJ. And they have that high ground. They see exactly where he is, and he's getting hit with that storm. Needs to get back in. Doesn't have a lot of HP remaining. 20 HP left. But is Bumpa going to be able to play that low ground strategy? But needs to get through because he won't have enough territory to be able to get back in, and that is going to do it. He's too tall. Hey, was it courage or was it Bumpa? I don't know, because he's so tall, so massive. I don't know if you guys know, but Jack is a solid 7 foot, like
Bumpa is actually like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
So it's like he literally was too tall to climb through that.
In
was
game
doing
and
his
out of
best.
game.
You can stand tall, you can be the 1v2, but sometimes you need to be a little bit shorter. Speaking of, we're gonna throw it on over to Zeke on the set.
What is the one way you make sure you can't just have a coin flipped on you at any moment? That's staying out of shotgun range. The only things that can one-shot you at this point, basically, in the game is a 220 damage pump shot. These two want to make sure that that's not an option. That's why they keep the level. Like, look, Neff got a little bit too close right there off the bat. Now Zer challenging for the high ground. It's an all-out build battle. The launch pad used. Zer now up on the high ground. The other two look like they're probably going to wind up dying to this storm. No, Neff has made it on in. Love on the edge as well. Zer with the high ground, but Fiverr with more HP.
This is really tough. It's a 2v2, and right now...
Oh, Fiverr read that perfectly. Notice Zer was held up by one. Oh, my God! There's the shotgun shot. One-on-one. Lum and Fiverr chasing it, and there it is. Lum falls to his death, and you see Fiverr cranks the 90s to end it. Already a monster 12-point game for this duo as they look to continue to rack up the score. Saf with one just off to his right. Saf now under 20 HP. Bizzle still alive, gets the elimination onto Wallhack Jack, a name we've seen many times in our passive competition. There goes Bizzle, down to the hands of Zate and Saf, and they're going to continue to push on through, looking for more limbs.
One underneath, directly underneath. We'll see if he can catch that elimination. Declies looks like he does, in fact, go down. Zate is sitting on 10 of his own. The very edge of the storm, 168 total health and HP. He can survive a heavy snipe shot. He can also survive a player dropping in, gets the shotgun shot. Timber goes down, walls off, and gets the follow-up. Every single player he can secure at this point is huge. Another one. K-Dude drops down out of nowhere, but Zate can't get the victory royale as Uvik from all the way in the sky. 2v1. He and his duo make it. Oh, the take the L with respect.
Hey, Zate popped off that game, though, obviously, on this high ground to potentially win us the high ground for free to help us get maximum points as this game goes on.
These NA's games are absolutely insane. 12 duos remaining, 18 players total, because you've got 6 duos and that's all.
And what you just watched right there was Gabe only having the lowest quality heavy assault rifle to spray down from, finally pulls back out the boom bow. But yeah, if he had like a legendary assault rifle here, I think he would be even getting so much more damage done. Unfortunately, stuck with that lowest level heavy assault rifle.
It's like a rocket there, dropped one player down from above. Gabe and Pokes, the height advantage, that boom bow into the, that's a common heavy AR, but it doesn't matter. Jack still hits the shots. That first shot accuracy, if you wait for it and time it perfectly, your aim pays off in a big way. He's watching this player ascend, looks for the boom bow shot as soon as there's an opportunity.
Dude, that combo is nasty. Anyone that gets close, he just RPGs to keep them safe so the boom bow can just keep firing. That was cool to see.
Quite a few shotty shells too. The boom bow feeding off the shotgun ammo.
This isn't even
the
fair.
end goes down.
This isn't even fair right now. It's just, they're just picking people. Whoever they want, whoever exposed themselves for a second. Unfortunately for Pokes, now out of rockets, the spray comes in, Gage goes down just like that. Slurp Juice retrieved. Tragics now dead. Liang now perishes. It's Pokes and Gabe.
Full HP, full shield.
They've got to win this one, right? The other two are even fighting. It's a 2v1 as the pressure will come on in. Pokes and Gabe continuing to spray. You see all these builds are just staying ahead of it, and here comes the challenge. Edit Pump 1.
Looking for number 2 here in just a second.
Edit Pump 2.
Oh, the jump out. He went for the jump 180. A little bit of flare there on the way out.
There it is.
There it is.
11 eliminations for Liquid Gabe and Pokes, and the victory royale, a 21
Once that went in a million different directions, but I'll tell you what though, Courage, you ain't pulling it off, brother.
What?
I love you, but it ain't happening.
I'm over it.
I'll give it a solid 5 out of 7 here, just like the 5 points all of these guys
look at that.
have managed to get from the placements.
Transition.
As you have Saint and Ifa running around on this low ground, catching Enzo on that circle rotation as everyone's desperately trying to remain on the side of this mountaintop.
Oh, and using the egg launcher there, but he's going to lay one right in front of that player who went in for the challenge. Now, it's going to be 2 eliminations right now. He's going to be, now this is Saintis and Ifa bot. Ifa, a player, again, another individual we've seen so much of throughout the lifespan of competitive Fortnite. So talented, but let's take a look here at the elevated perspective, because Carrie is going to be up above Divine, and then Bugga still going to be in the action as well, and Bugga pushes on in, does manage to take out Nikiski, sorry about that, and Ifa and his teammate are going to go low. There's Saint just waiting this one out.
That Bugga actually picks up Divine as well to get back up to that effective HP.
Oh, no!
But gets dropped down. Saint with the Galaxy Brain level grenade launches. You saw him take the low ground. He tells you to take the L as he fires those Easter eggs on up. He said, "In Happy Easter Sunday."
7 points for him, and look who's on that ultimate high ground, GB.
Scary territory here for everyone in this lobby, because when Saf and Zate have that control, there are very few players that could stop them. This is going to look really good for Saf and Zate if they do manage to secure these. But the work is not done yet. A lot of talented players are still going to be in this fight. You have Ninja down low, DK Mango, Reverse, 2K, Sizz Lucky, who we've seen pop up quite a bit. Fume, I've seen his name a few times. Triumphs. DK Mango pushes on in. He's going to get beamed out by Latency. And the elimination coming in. Reverse 2K is going to be out of the fight as well. Ninja still in the game, trying to keep it going for his duo. You got King Trig that's going to be right next to him, as well as Ryan, and Saf drops low. Oh, apologies on that one. I could have sworn I saw Saf drop low, but he still should be in that high ground position. You never know in these crazy moments, Sundown, what's going to happen.
It does get so incredibly tense as we're getting to that last placement threshold. Ninja trying to find some room on the tarp, has a ton of mats and the heavy sniper as well. So now he's getting towards that front side of the circle.
Nice play.
Great pump shot there, making sure he maintains the edit priority and then going out to try and chase, but can't quite find it. Now, you have Fume and Sizz Lucky as no, they are separate. So those are the 3 solo riders there with Ninja. Otherwise, it's 2 duos, and you see him trying to find the pump push with the heavy snipe, knows the players there, but honestly, getting to the top 5 with a solo rider at this point has been very impressive. Great shot coming out, but can he convert a little slow on that swap? He needs to grind it out and gets it. Great job to stick with it. Covers back up.
This is
Will
rough.
he be able to get through, though?
This is rough,
Well,
Sundown.
no, Saf knocked one for him, giving him a little bit of space to buy out the other side.
And that was going to be Ryan, who was at the mid-ground there, going to pop those minis, get back into this fight, potentially. One elimination could bring him up to a decent amount for the health here. Just has to play this one out smartly, and he's going to get eliminated by Trig. But Trig, very well done from him. And Zate's going to be down low now. It's going to be 3 duos left alive, but Saf, the lone gunman, standing for his duo because his teammate is going to be out of this one. Sizz Lucky and Trig. Trig's going to be in the mid-ground. Saf over in that ultimate high ground. And Sizz Lucky, he's actually going to see him right in front. Trig is going for it. Trig continues to own that safe zone there, but it's continuing to tick away. And as far as health goes, Saf has that life lead.
Campfire and bandages. He has campfire and 13 bandages. Saf can just drop the campfire and run back. If Sizz Lucky doesn't find him,
he's shooting the
he
base.
has to knock him. It doesn't matter. All Saf has to do is run around and not get dropped, which he does, no problem there. Coming out from Saf, brilliantly executed. He's played that high ground so many times.
Yeah, if he's going to be able to get into a fight. We've been on board with Tfue for a little while now, and he hasn't really had much of an opportunity to engage with anybody. And he's looking, he does see an opportunity now. He's going to throw down some damage, and that was some blue damage onto that player. And cracks the baller, trying to make him pay. That player is going to go low. Cloak, he's getting pressured too. That was the player that he was shooting at earlier.
He only has 7 builds, so he needs to be careful when he opts to use them here. Does work his way around the side of the mountain.
Goes in for that.
Perfect tilt. Can he get back to Cloaksy and help him? Shot does not quite look like it connects. Now Aspect picks up the conversions onto Misource and perfect tilt, almost into the top 10. Cloaksy still in the server as well, sitting on 75 effective HP. Tfue sees this guy right there, gets the edit, needs to work his way back in, trying to pair up with Cloaksy, and now we get to reset for a second as we're into the top 10. 11 points so far for the FaZe duo. Make it 12 as Divinity goes down, and Tfue trying to line up the next shot, and he is just doing work on this mid-ground.
I had mentioned before that Tfue really didn't get into a lot of fights. Well, he's been in plenty of fights, but Cloaksy is going to go down. Can Tfue bring this one back for his squad? He's going to get trapped on the mountain, player right in front of him. Can he stay alive? He's getting shot at, but it's going to be TJ who picks him up. He got pinned literally between a rock and a hard place and could not get out of that one. Prestivant, Mio J, they're going to be up in the high ground here, but you see the bodies beginning to drop. There's so many players here that are having to deal with Old Man Mountain, Sundown, and we already know that Old Man Mountain will always collect his toll, and that is exactly what's happening here. Only a few more players are going to remain. Tezza's going to be right outside. Goodbye, Tezza, and it's going to go down to Mio J and Prestivant.
Yeah.
Both duo against these two guys. Can they do it?
Keep an eye on Texture and Eclipse. Texture in your bottom right-hand corner already has 6 elims. They're very aggressive. We've seen them clutch out in this situation, and what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to bait Prestivant and Mio J into thinking they're ramping one way so they can then commit to another side and find a shot. But now that they've waited out the ultimate part of the cliff, they're able to start sliding down, but they need to be careful because Mio J and Prestivant are going to be able to take shots. Mio J starting to pressure down.
Oh, Mio J goes down! Mio J goes down! Prestivant's going to be all the way up in the high ground, and he waterfalls. But as it currently stands, as far as health is concerned, Eclipse should be able to win this. Tetra just trying to put the pressure, and he's going to go down, and victory royale for the Bolt duo. Tetra and Eclipse, they managed to shut down the player up in the high ground by destroying the structure.